Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bounce. Almost 10% in the last 24 hours. Yes, you heard that right. We are talking about Chainlink again. But first, let's remove all the hype from our analysis. Let's remove all the emotions, including fear, including greed. Secondly, let's do the price prediction to the end of this year, 2020. How? By using every technicals we can get our hands on. A quick hint, our biggest answer lies in the past. So, after you subscribe to this channel, and before we dig into this price prediction in the next 3 months, let this guy roar. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. We are on a 3-day chart of Chainlink versus US dollar, and we will try to predict price of your favorite coin in the next approximately 3 months. But to do that, we must measure and show you the box in which we are doing all the work. This is the area that we are interested in, because at the end of this box is the year 2021. If you haven't, check out the video in which we made a price prediction in the next year, 2021, 1 year from now approximately. I will leave you a link right now, so if you found this type of content interesting, a 1 year from now prediction will be even more interesting to you. But as always, we cannot look into the future far away if you haven't looked a little closer. Now, most of our answers for the future will come from the past, and for that we will use this fractal, this move. Well, that was almost a 1 year timeline. Well, if we stretch it out, it is a 1 real timeline from the May of last year to the May of this year. This is very important because in this fractal we will find the answer for our future fractal. Now, I'm not saying that the history will repeat to the teeth and we will have a replication of this type of action, but I am saying that the price could behave in a similar manner. Because if we use this parabolic run of Chainlink from the 2019, you can see a pretty big similarity in this move. There you go. Now those are by the times quite different, but I think that's some kind of a copy-paste move. Although if we use this and this, okay, now we're talking about similarity even more. Okay, watch this move. Now watch this move. This. Yeah, spinning in the head, right? But pretty similar stuff. Okay, how can we use this similarity? Well, first of all, our favorite tool, Fibonacci. We talk about the move of 61.8%. This is where Chainlink in 2019 found its bottom. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3 times, it didn't respect the line to the teeth. But remember, we said that support and resistance lines are areas, not straight lines. So I consider this somewhat a respected areas. Also, after the bounce of 61.8, I also think that we found quite a resistance at 38.2, as you can see here. Even on its way down, it made a resistance, and here a massive rejection to the downside. When we broke this 38.2 line of resistance and go all the way to test our highs, we had a crash on the March of this year and you remember that crash pretty well. All the asset classes were going down. Now, if we are going to do a replication of this move, my thoughts are, or suggestion, that because this was a black swan event, something that don't respect the TA or nothing, everything is crashing and no one could predict such a move. My assumption and prediction is that we could replicate almost every part of that move except for this. So, by the probability, just remove these price section, this move from the 61.8 back to the all-time highs at that moment, and this crash, and simply replicate this move over here. That's very interesting take. Now keep in mind, I'm doing this with no preparation. I'm learning things and seeing things just the first time as you did. Based on this drawing, I'm saying we are having something like this, kind of a double bottom formation in this day and age. Could be right. Okay, but enough of this rant in the past. Let's do some analysis in present day. What we did now in the past, we'll do on this move. Now just remember what we talked minutes ago. 61.8, a hugely important support. For now, we are following this prediction to the teeth. 61.8 is really a support, in my opinion, well respected. What we said next was the 38.2 level will be somewhat respected on a future bounce. We are having a bounce right now, so by the probability we could be heading in this region 38.2 and then found resistance of some kind. This is what our past fractal is showing us. Okay, so one more time, what I'm saying based on the price prediction is that at the level of below $13 we will find heavy resistance. Here I pointed that out. You already see that we found on our way down here a resistance. So ladies and gentlemen, please beware. Between the 61.8 and 38.2, so that is this box. In the middle is 50% retracement, and yes, I think that the price will float above and below this level. Let me remove this and this. One more time, where is this end of the year? Here. So, what we did now with this, we narrowed down our box. In the beginning it was a big box, but now with the use of Fibonacci and the support and resistance levels, I narrowed it down. And yes, this is the box where I expect the price to float around. So on the upper level, I'm talking about $13 as our resistance. On our supportive side of this box, I'm talking about $8. I'm not using decimals at the point, but of course it could be above and below $13 and above and below $8. I'm just narrowing it down for the simplicity of the case. So yes, this is what Fibonacci is saying to me. Will we go something like this, this? I don't know really. No one can predict the price in that manner. I am predicted the zone because it still needs some consolidation. Take into account before making me too bearish. And I know that I will get some comments. You are too bearish. You are not taking into account this and that. Please, we talk about that approach all the way from this. I said from this point we are going approximately this point. Here I said that here, ladies and gentlemen, you said that I was too bearish. But now that we're here, you probably even aren't interested in that more in Chainlink. So yes, as I said that we were going to reach the levels of 8.5. Now yes, I am saying that we will go sideways for a while. Now for the sake of fun, if we take into account that we are somewhere in this region, that this move is our present move of some kind. Okay? Do you agree with me on this? This really could be the case. My analysis is based on this. What I will do is take this fractal. First, let's again draw the 2021 year. There you go. Then we take this fractal and we just paste it here. Okay, something like this. It's not a perfect paste, but you get the drill. And yes, this is somewhat of my expectation for the price action in the next 3 months. Absolutely, we will have a bounce from this level. Maybe this bounce has already started. As you see, we have a 10% to the upside. But after the bounce to this, what we said, $13, what do I expect? A revisiting again of our 61.8% below $9, almost 8. So will we find this type of price action in Chainlink? It looks pretty logical to me. We are having a downside, we are having a consolidation. Because every asset has to take a cooling period after this huge move to the upside. You got to take this into account, whether you like it or not. And after that, Chainlink goes bye-bye. If you liked this idea, then smash a like. If you don't like this idea, check out these other videos that are now popping you on the screen. Cryptosaurus salutes you.